Hey everybody, welcome to Tokyo. This is Nakano Station. Very cool. And in this episode, we're going to be taking you from here down to Nakano Broadway and around. This is one of the most interesting neighborhoods in all of Tokyo. There's a lot of things to see and do and eat as well. And if you are in the anime manga crew, there's also a lot of collectibles, used bookstores, things like that. We're going to be exploring the streets, but it's not just me today because I don't know this neighborhood too well, but I found somebody who does.
Oh, I know this neighborhood very well. You know how like pandas live in like bamboo forests?
Yes.
I live here. I live here.
I always thought you would be living in like Akihabara. Why here?
No, my friend. So this is an interesting misconception. People think Akihabara is the center of otaku culture in Tokyo.
It's not?
It's not. This is the real one because, but actually there's a little bit of a twist. This is more aimed at elder taku. Old taku, would you call them? So this is mainly a place where
you
people...
just made that up, didn't
I know,
you?
I know. Old taku is a word. Old taku is a word. So like this is mainly for the older otaku who remember stuff like Mazinger Z or Devilman or Macross or Yamato. Akihabara is for the more cutting-edge modern anime and manga. So we're here in the, what would you call this? The classical otaku area of Tokyo.
That'd be one way to put it. And I think for those that are coming here for the manga, anime, video game culture, there's more places than just Akihabara. In fact, Ikebukuro also has been a place that's booming with the otaku culture. The maid cafes?
Well, actually, there's this place called...
Or just girls? I know that they're famous for the love hotels. That's
Otome
TMI.
Road. Otome Road. Yes. There's a place called Otome Road in Ikebukuro, which is where all of like the butler cafes are.
Yeah.
And like yaoi, like, you know, those kind of...
Butler maid cafes are boys.
Yeah,
they're for girls.
They are for girls. You can go if you're a boy.
That's true.
But you can. I'm into guy stuff. Like robots, you know, like grown-up stuff.
Geek stuff. Did I say that out loud? One of the reasons why I wanted to also do this live is Matt he's a famous author and NHK.
Yes.
We both did NHK programs in the past.
Yes, we did.
And he also started a YouTube channel. It's called Matt Alt.
It's called Alt Matt Alt. Wait a second, I can show you. I downloaded this. I downloaded this. Look at this. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, I can see that right there.
Mash that subscribe button, people. Mash it.
Well, don't do that. Don't encourage property destruction, okay?
On your own keyboard.
Lightly tap the Matt Alt channel button. He had 855 subscribers here. We're trying to get him over 1,000, which would be beneficial to his career.
We can do it, I think. If anybody can do it, you can, John.
Well, it's your channel.
It is my channel, but your influence. You're the one who convinced me to do this in the first place.
Really?
Yes, I blame you.
So if you get stalked and destroyed, it's my fault? I
blame you, Pikachu.
I take the blame.
No, you actually were my sensei.
Or credit.
In this.
I guess that's another way to do it.
Sensei. So which way you want to go?
Let's go down in this direction. This seems to be the most exciting place. But let me show you on the map exactly where we are to start off here.
We're on planet Earth.
We're in Tokyo, west. This is west of Shinjuku, so a little bit outside of the center Yamanote part of the city. It's about, what, like 5 minutes from Shinjuku, like 2 stops on the Chuo line? I came here by the Tozai line, actually.
That's another one.
Which is the subway line. You can connect from Iidabashi, change there, or even in Monzen Nakacho, you can catch the Tozai line and make it over here.
Easy to get to.
Yes.
Very easy to get to.
This is the area. It doesn't look so inspiring. What is that weird onigiri-looking building?
That triangular building is Sun Plaza, and it is a arena. There's a big stage in there for concerts and stuff. It's a really cool, funky-looking building.
Yes,
unfortunately, it's coming down. They're taking it down.
Was that built in the 73, wasn't it?
I think it was built in the early 70s, yes. And it's kind of an iconic, not just Nakano, but Tokyo structure. And a lot of people are really sad.
You can see that in the center of your screen, that covered hamster tube looking thing. That is Nakano Broad. That's the shopping street that leads to Nakano Broadway.
Not the video game arcade.
Yeah, not the video game, but these Shotengai are quite famous. But it's not just there. It's in the side streets of Nakano where you get tons of these old school, like Showa era feeling, which is getting knocked down around Tokyo for the earthquake proofing stuff. But we're going to get a look of all of this, and Matt actually has a speed run through here on his channel.
Yes, I do. And we'll be doing another one today, but yes, I do have one up on my channel.
Yes, we will be doing another one today.
I've specifically about this on my newsletter too, but let's talk about it because this is a really historic section of Tokyo.
Yeah. I go this way.
Yeah, no, I avoid the, I avoid
this way.
the arcade too.
But for today,
Whoa, this
I want to point out, I love this oyaki place.
Ah, yes.
Oyaki are these, well, we could show them real quickly.
They're like pancake sandwiches. Is that what you would call them?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of names for these things. Imagawa
They're so
yaki
good.
is how I used to know
Oh,
them.
yeah. These are so good. Then they have different flavors. They're sweet. I usually get custard because it's just all out
Oh man, they have a
unhealthy.
chocolate
Pastry cream,
one?
yeah,
Wow.
custard. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
pretty
these are great.
affordable.
It
They
is?
have mango cream today. So maybe we'll come back and do that.
When we need to power up for some, like, get a sugar rush.
Oh yeah.
So here we are in the shopping arcade. This is actually, there's a lot of shopping arcades in Tokyo, but this is a particularly long one and big one. It looks, you can hear from the music, they're gearing up for their local festival. Their
Wow, look
Matsuri.
at this taiyaki place. It has white peach, is that shiroi momo? It has a peach flavored custard there. This is the
Love
same
it.
chain in Asakusa, so I think it's not as special. But I noticed, Matt, something weird.
What is that?
A lot of the stuff is closed here, and it's 11 o'clock.
Yes. So,
What's going on here?
You know, I love Tokyo. I love Tokyo to death, but it is not a great morning town. Most things don't open until much later than you would expect compared to America, right? Even things like coffee shops and diners. But here in Nakano,
Weird.
it's particularly true. So we're a little bit before lunch, so the restaurants are just opening up, but Nakano Broadway, the otaku section, won't open until noon. Maybe our stamina will last until then. Maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't. I'm noticing a lot of English menus now. I haven't been here in a couple of years.
Huge tourist draw now.
Yeah, since that age where we couldn't travel, dare I say it, I've noticed they've really. There's even a Uniqlo here. This is new.
Yeah. Well, new in the last
Newish.
5 years.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot more in English, a lot more things geared towards foreign tourists. And this is where things get interesting off of this.
No, we have to do that
we gotta
later.
do the side
Those
streets.
are great. So Nakano has been here for a very long time. I've been coming here for literally decades. But even I didn't realize just how storied this place was. It used to be a black market right after World War II. And that's why basically all of these stores morphed from being black markets, which were all over Tokyo after World War II, because there wasn't enough food and supplies to go around. And then a lot of those black market places turned into shopping streets, of which this is one.
I could smell the ramen soup stewing.
Don't make me hungry, man. I'm gonna have to bail out and get some ramen.
I'm getting hungry too.
So, yeah, it's just got a funky, like, Showa vibe to it. Showa being that period from end of World War II until 1980.
That's right. Bradshaw Studios in the house. Thank you, Bradshaw Studio. I saw that. Yeah, 1989.
Well, you can really, this is what Japan was like when I first came here. You had a lot of this kind of design, this kind of shopping arcade, a lot of nostalgic, to me, sorts of places that are serving things like Imagawa yaki, which we saw earlier, ramen and stuff like that. It's not really cutting edge, but that's the cool thing about it. It's real. It's like, this is where people live.
Hey, look what's out. It's Kimi Burger.
Aren't you a little old for fast food?
Well, no, age has nothing to do with it. I think.
pretty good.
Yeah, what they have this new, what is it, like anko
Yeah, it's kimi
pie
Yeah,
and a
kinako.
custard shake.
It's kinako.
Kinako. I have kinako, yeah.
and anko. So kinako is like that. What is it? Roasted soybeans?
That's right. I'm just saying because it's a seasonal thing, and
You know, I do go. That actually reminds me a lot of I love their breakfast sandwiches. I don't really eat there for lunch or dinner, but so.
they've
yeah,
got like
I
a
guess shoe stuff.
Matsuri background music as well. I can
totally.
hear.
Matsuri is coming.
Is it?
It is. That's what these.
Whoa.
Lateria. That's what
Koala. Sorry, I'm talking over you. Koala
no.
March is a really famous confection, like
like a candy, a cookie.
like cookie, right, with chocolate in
Chocolate-filled
there, and they
cookie.
have Koala March.
Yaki.
Oh my goodness.
No, so
that
these
is-
are the imagawa yaki, but made in the shape of the koala.
I guess
center.
it's famous sushi. It's sort of like taiyaki.
Wait a second, that's a koala. Is this cultural appropriation?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
How
it's
you doing,
okay.
Saya? Nice to see you guys in the live chat.
So how many of you listening, watching have actually been here? That's what I'm curious about.
Is this for Halloween or for the chiropractor's shop inside there?
This is somebody who got stuck in here after
I
it
think
closed.
it's for the chiropractor stuff.
That's somebody who didn't survive the Nakano Broadway experience.
I'm seeing Halloween stuff all over the place.
It's the what?
I love Japanese bakeries, but they've done something with the menopan here. I love it when they have, I like menopan, but it's so much better when they put a filling in there.
This is maple, yeah.
This is maple
I've
syrup.
had these. These are really good.
Yeah.
You want some sugar in your sugar?
Oh, this is so sweet. But you take a bite in there and it oozes out a maple syrup. So good.
This is, I love it. Coming here with you is so interesting. I'm so jaded. I come here all the time. I don't notice the little things. It's really fun bringing somebody new into the mix.
My nose picked it up.
So, but don't pick your nose. Not on camera anyway. So these are the side streets.
Now, it's mostly like after 5 p.m. that this street becomes more...
Nakano really comes to life at night.
Right. And that would be... And actually, we should take the thumbnail image at this intersection so we'd be able to get both the Shoten guy and this.
That'd be amazing.
Right? That'd be pretty cool.
Amazing, yeah.
There's some more suits. This is kind of a new place, but a lot of these businesses have been here for decades.
Yes.
And
they're
still in business. This one looks new.
There's like one for like, what do you call
Sushi
it?
shop.
Tsukudani, which is like that kind of preserved little fish and stuff like that, and a sweet sauce. There's all sorts of traditional foods here.
Oh yeah, they get kakiguri. Look at that one.
With a
That's
kappa.
cute.
That looks like a kappa.
Yeah. I've seen these on trucks here for the last...
That is a crime prevention warning character, and it's been around for decades. The cops use that. I guess Sergeant Kabuki Man.
Yeah, you see them on the sides of trucks as well.
Yes.
Like it's just kind of look out.
Don't steal, don't theft.
Right, there's the police
that's
mascot.
Peepo-kun. Do you know who that is? That's Peepo-kun. He's famous. Yeah. He's one of the mascots of the government.
We'll be going down here as soon as we're going to go inside the shopping mall for a little bit, but things don't open until 12 anyway, so we're just going to give you a kind of a
taste.
A taste of it, right. Rondania is in the house. Aloha, thank you. Mahalo for that. Now again, we're here
to... shoes? Can you buy shoes in this country? I can't buy them here.
It's weird, they skip my size. After size 10, they goes to size 11, and size 12, they skip the halves.
I know, yes, you took the words out of my mouth. They don't have half sizes. It drives me crazy.
It's really annoying. This is a chain restaurant, but they have all-you-can-eat non-bread. Have you ever eaten inside of here?
Yes.
So it's if you go to the lunch here, you will leave here full because you can have like 6 naans if you want, which no one can eat because they're massive.
Is it possible to overdose on carbohydrates? I think so.
It is right there.
By the way, this is the Matsuri. Here. It's happening next weekend.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's why they're playing the Matsuri music. I knew there was a reason.
They'll be bringing. This is called an omikoshi, and they'll all be carrying this and bringing it in. It's part of a Shinto shrine.
It's a little late though, isn't it? Usually it's in the summertime.
Normally they do them in the summer, but you know, there's all sorts of festivals with all sorts of like traditional times of the year and stuff like that. So this jinja, shrine, obviously set it up for that period.
Yeah, you know, I think with the sizes in Japan, they are different from in the West. So if you are coming here to get clothes, this is something definitely you have to consider. Like I'm at medium size in the US. I used to be like extra large in college, which is weird. Maybe it's just because of the style in the 90s.
Cat cafe.
But now I'm a medium. Oh, it's a cat cafe, yeah. No,
actually, it's not a cat cafe.
It's a cat store.
Can I just say, this place is called Peas First, and it just always seemed like a bad name for a pet shop.
I thought you could stick your hand through the glass to pet the cat.
The cats will shred it. Cats will shred it.
There are cat cafes here, though.
Oh, for sure.
Is that expensive for a dog? It's like usually like $2,000-$3,000. Is that normal?
Did you have dogs growing up? Did you have pets?
I did, but I don't remember ever paying anything for them.
We always, in America, I grew up in Maryland, and we always got them from the local like ASPCA, what do you call it, the pet shelter?
Right.
And you have to pay for like, you know, shots and stuff. But here they're all purebred in these places, and they go for
that's why.
Fortune. Like I'm talking like $2,000-$3,000 for a puppy or a cat.
To start, I've seen them going way higher. And I can't figure out why.
Well, I love cats and dogs, but I can't imagine spending that much money on one.
There's so much breeding going on out there. I bet you if you just go out to the countryside, you can get them for a fraction of the price.
We're here, man.
Oh, this is the Nakano Broadway.
This is Nakano Broadway. Oh, yes, you're right. We should go off to the side.
Off to the side and start here.
Officer friendly.
Is that what his name is?
I just called him that.
It looks like John and if I stand next to him, it'll be John and Punch.
Do we match up?
What are you symbolizing there?
I symbolize, I don't know, gold. He's gold, so he's not, he's like
clean shaven. So So this is at the entrance of
So
Nakano Broadway.
you, my friend, have a choice. We're either start walking down these side streets, or we're going to go into Nakano Broadway proper and start walking around in there. The world is your oyster, my friend.
Let's go into Nakano Broadway for a quick walk through, and then we'll come back at like 5 minutes or so.
Okay, let's do it. I am hot, and this is a minute. So believe it or not, John, this Nakano Broadway, this is another shopping complex, but there's actually like an apartment on top of this, and it used to be, for a very brief time in the 1960s, the tallest building in all of Asia, for like a moment.
Wow.
Not anymore.
That's so weird. This is tourist trap heaven. Whenever you see strawberry daifuku out of season, you know you're in a tourist trap. Strawberries are not in season right now.
So there's a bunch of fun things about this place. The basement, which I'm sure you know about, is full of like clothing shops for old people. And then there's this crazy ice cream shop that serves
Daily
like
Chico.
these,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Trust
and
me,
then,
that was one of my big viral videos back in the day.
No, but that's like
oh
the
my
last
goodness.
vestige. The basement here is the last vestige of the old black markets. Of course, it's not a black market anymore, but it has that feel.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of carbohydrates.
We can't afford to gain any weight at our age.
It's true.
And being hotshot influencers. So this is the entrance to Nakano, the residences.
Oh, which used to be the tallest building in
Yes.
Asia.
And I think from what I've seen online, they haven't changed the inside there in 50
It looks
years.
like it. It's got a red carpet entrance.
I've always wanted to go in there, but you need like a key. So do you want to go downstairs or do you want to go upstairs?
Let's go upstairs just for a little bit, give people a taste. Mandarake is upstairs,
here,
right?
Take this one. Take this one. It's got the best backdrop.
Yeah, Mandarake is upstairs,
Mandarake is
the
upstairs.
Daily Chico, which is the ice cream place, is downstairs.
Yes.
I don't know how the signal is. And the reason why I'm live streaming now is because I don't know when it gets more crowded how the signal is going to be with more people, so might as well.
This whole building is like a Faraday cage.
Michael Cesano's in the house. How you doing, brother? If they still have the ice cream shop outside, grab one and enjoy one. I'm not sure if I'm going to get an eight-story ice cream, Michael. You give me more credit.
You need to be on a date for
deserve.
that. You need to be on a date for
Absolutely.
that. Look, people are already waiting.
People are already waiting.
And they're waiting to sell their stuff. That's what's going on here. Because
oh my goodness.
this Mandarake, I've never actually been in here this early. This is the Mandarake where you sell all your stuff to make the money that you spend at Mandarake.
This is Mandarake where they, okay, interesting.
So you can see everything's closed here right now, but Mandarake is special too. This is the Mandarake that deals exclusively in Sentai Power Ranger toys. This is really awesome. These are all vintage manga in here.
Oh, wow.
And if you'd like a Rolex, do I have a shop for you?
Okay, I'm not going to go over there. She's staring at me. And
Look at all these yokai.
that's pretty cool.
Yokai. But this isn't a yokai. Gigantor. This is Techton 28. Look at this guy.
This is pretty hardcore.
I'd take a picture, but I'm like running out of battery.
That's pretty cool. I'm sure a lot of you have been here before.
Oh,
it's
yes.
interesting, you know, on this channel to revisit places and see how it's changed because nothing stays the same really in Tokyo. And in fact, sadly, a lot of places that you love or are beloved end up getting cut down because of progress.
This is really cool. They change
They've
all
really
of these
gone
all
the
the
distance
time.
on this. Now, Nakano is also famous for being the most densely populated city in Japan. Nakano is itself a city because Tokyo is actually a prefecture. Tokyo-to became a metropolis, I believe, after World War II.
That's a crazy statistic, by the way. I had no idea about
21 per kilometer, 21,000 people per kilometer, and a kilometer is less than a mile, right?
And let me tell you, on a weekend, you can feel it. This is, by the way, this is the guy who founded Mandarake. That's his caricature.
Interesting.
So he started Mandarake here in the early 80s with just one shop, which I believe was this one. And then he expanded over the years. So it's been here since the 80s. It's kind of like a combination of Walmart and flea market for all sorts of like fan manga, toys, what have you.
Yeah, I've gotten permission to film in there in the past with Patrick.
Oh yeah,
Patrick Galbraith.
Yes.
We did some interesting.
Was he dressed like Son Goku?
No, but he brought his A game with us. He was on fire. He was on fire.
He really, when the camera's rolling, he turns in. He is a Super Saiyan.
You can see the collectibles here. Now, this was also when Matt and I made an episode about Japanese toys, and this was Wakaki-san's like enemy, right?
Oh, really? Is that how this works?
Remember, they like poached all his good stuff.
Well, not this store, but yes, yes. The Mandarake people would go, because they would go around Japan trying to find stuff.
Right.
You know, because there's a limited amount of vintage stuff. You know, it makes sense. There's only a certain amount of like used things around that survive.
I think we can
childhood.
go back down, right?
Yeah, we can go back
Let's
down.
Keep rapping.
We can actually go down. There's a.
Okay, I'm not sure how the signal is for you.
No, we don't have to go to the basement, but I'm saying we can go.
Go down here.
No, there's another staircase over here.
Okay, let's go back.
This one goes up if you want to go.
Let's go
up.
down.
Okay.
There's just more Mandarake upstairs, right? They kind of own this.
Yes, and actually, I kind of think
whole
that the
complex.
upstairs is the best one.
Oh, really?
Well, that's where all of the super, super, super premium vintage stuff
Oh,
goes.
okay, yeah, in that sense, yeah. Yeah, they were very nice. They allowed us to film in there and also into the toy store as well, which.
Well, when I was a kid, when I first started coming to Mandarake in the 90s, because they also had an outlet in Shibuya, they still do actually, they were really, really, really strict about not letting anybody take pictures of any kind.
Yeah.
But now they've opened up a lot. You can't really film inside a shop, but you can take pictures with your smartphone.
Oh, it took us a long time to get access
yeah.
to film inside of there. It's because TV can do it sometimes
Yes.
too. So,
Well, my very first.
But just to point out, like to get professional camera gear, there's only a couple of places in Tokyo, which is weird.
This is actually
one of
stereo.
them.
This is stereo.
This is stereo,
place,
but the
yes.
Fuji Avex
Yeah.
is Nakano Broadway. So if you're looking for like, I remember I was looking for the Sony, Sony, what was it, FS5 or something back 10 years ago, and this is the only place I could try it out. Yodobashi Camera and Big Camera didn't have those professional grade cameras.
Right.
It's all just consumer stuff. Which is interesting. Japan makes a lot of it, but there's more places to buy it in the U.S. than there are in Japan.
Yes. Well, oh wow, look at this is cool. I've never actually seen how they painted their shutters
It looks like
before.
it's new.
Yeah, this is amazing. So these are all soft vinyl characters, like soft vinyl toys.
And vinyl was 80s?
60s,
60s,
actually.
right, okay.
So the very first Japanese character toys that came out based on like the Ultraman series and stuff, those all started in the 60s and they're made of soft vinyl, the same material that like baby dolls were made out of.
Ah.
Because kaiju, they're living things.
They are.
They live in my heart anyway.
How many subscribers do you have on your channel? We're also here to get Matt.
Oh, you want me to check?
Well, I want to try to get you to 1,000 so you could live stream or something.
Oh, is that what unlocks that?
Yeah, I think you get some benefits when you get to 1,000
Well,
subscribers. You should have I can't believe you don't have 1,000.
I've gotten 10. Well, I just started like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You know? I'll get up to 1,000 quick enough. I got another 10 subscribers. Thank you.
Okay,
Keep
that's
mashing that button, people. Mash it.
Little by little.
Exactly.
What do you think we should do? Should we go check out
There's an arcade over here which we can walk out through and then come around through the side streets.
All right.
Or we can
should we show them the Daily Chico? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get it, but is that down here, right?
It's down here.
All right, let's just do
There's
it
like
quick.
a bunch of places selling granny panties, and then there's like.
That's a dirty word in some places.
It is not. It is not. Here we go. This is the place that's changed least from like 1965 or whenever this place opened.
Oh wow. I'm gonna turn off the tripod.
How are you? How are you doing? Oh wow! Look at this.
I have not been here in ages.
It's smelling good. I'm smelling some Indian
That's
food.
the chai and the curry.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
So this place is open because old people have been awake since 5 in the morning, and me. Why don't we go down this way?
Yeah.
See, is this what they're talking about? The densely packed humans per square kilometer? They're all in here.
There's a lot of like secret shopping places in Tokyo. This might be one of them. Not a lot of people make it down to the basement, and you can see it's very active.
Well, because this is an actual supermarket. Vegetables, fruits.
This is a slice of everyday Japanese life. So I think for residents of Nakano, this is more where they would get pretty good deals, I think.
Oh, yeah. No, this is where you would shop if you lived around here. This would be your grocery store.
This is Seiyu, right? Yeah, this is
so this is an actual, like,
actually, I believe Seiyu and Walmart are tied up together.
I love how the Seiyu sells, like, creatures here. They're not to eat, but they're just to...
Okay, do it quickly because I don't know.
Oh, no, there's nothing in here.
There's no creatures, snakes and things like that?
And, like, yeah, you're right.
To eat?
Not to
What's
eat.
inside of a supermarket?
Not to eat.
Well,
To pet. Pet your snake. Pet your frog.
pet your snake. Don't get the wrong idea here.
You have a dirty mind, my friend. So here we are. We're coming to the end of this. There's actually much more of this. We took a kind of turn somewhere.
Oh, these are pretty affordable bentos. That's 420 yen.
Oh, wow, that's a great price.
That's $3
That's
for
a
that.
great price.
Holy smokes, that tendon is $3, less than $3 for that tendon.
Even though it's mystery meat, I would totally chow
it?
down on that. Well, I mean, we don't know where it came from.
Well, in Japan, you could even the worst is probably.
It's true. It's totally true.
Oh, they have white peaches for 450. That is ridiculous.
This is good prices.
Yeah, that's
What,
ridiculous.
$9.80 for oh, that's a togan. I thought that was that's actually a melon.
I was looking for the.
watermelon.
Okay, here we go. This is
Here we
the
go.
Daily Chico is over here.
Here we go. The
Bring it
Daily
back,
Chico.
Bringing back memories.
Oh, I've never seen. This is the shop. This is the parking lot. Here we go, my man.
The Daily Chico right here.
You're gonna tackle this? Are you gonna tackle this ice cream?
No, but we might be back here.
There you go.
I haven't seen the owner in a long time. It's still here. They rose the price to 1,000 yen, which is probably.
Do you think he overdosed on a large ice cream cone, perhaps?
Probably. But you can see it is quite large.
Here, let's a hand for reference. Look at this. Look at this.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's a thing. It is a thing.
I think it's seven layers,
1,
right?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
He said for Windows 8, he got a sponsor from Windows.
Oh, is that true?
And they had an 8-tier ice cream cone as a sponsorship from
that
Windows
is
for
funny.
Windows 8. But they do 8 sometimes.
So what does Daily Chico refer to? Who is Chico? What anime characters? See,
I'm
is
not
this
sure.
him? This is him.
That's not the owner.
I'd like to think it's him. So they actually have Broadway trading cards, and
Let me
this
see.
is the character.
I haven't seen the owner since he only came because I asked to film here, but that's what it looks like. It's pretty ridiculous. The thing is, you can't really eat it in the summer because it melts too fast.
Right.
So you have to eat it. You have to eat it in the fall and spring.
John, come on, man. The real trick is to bring your
I got
girlfriend to
sensitive-
eat it.
well-
to bring your girlfriend to eat it with you, so you can both kind of challenge yourself to finish it before it melts. Isn't that the whole point?
I guess so.
Raises the Japanese birth
This
rate.
is
all of
interesting.
that.
So this is just like made right in the
Yes.
kitchen here.
Yes. This is Korean food.
Holy
It's like a
smokes, the
kimchi-
prices
no, this
are
is
good.
Great. It's great.
The prices are out of sight good. Wow.
Yeah, having just come back from America, I can attest to that. We were burning through money at restaurants.
Wow, look at this
in New York.
nikuman.
Shumai.
Look at those nikuman.
Yeah, those look really
Those are
good.
so good.
I know what we're having lunch after this.
This is hotate or scallops. I've never seen that before.
Oh no, they're good. Those are really good.
Chinese scallop shumais. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to the alleys now. This is a hot.
Yes.
So we were able to see Mandarake, Daily Chico, go into the basement, see some really fantastic food deals as well. We also learned that Nakano Broadway does not open until noon.
Nope, like many things in this
Yeah,
country.
it's a late night town.
Here's a staircase
All right, let's
going
go
up
up.
if you want to do that.
Let's go up and out.
Let's check it out, as we used to say on Japanology Plus. Actually, my very
geeky.
first, when I was on Japanology Plus, my very first episode was filmed here in Nakano Broadway with Peter.
This is also good to note, like in Japan, separating your garbage is really thing, but people do, if you're going on vacation and leaving for 2 weeks and you're out of the garbage time,
Yeah.
people do bring their garbage.
Oh, bad move. Bad.
Well, I might have done that a few times just because of it couldn't be helped. What are you gonna do? Trash day's on Wednesday and you're leaving for a month on a Tuesday?
Yes, that can be a problem.
So I've got a little bit of garbage and I'll toss it at like a convenience store. If it's a little bit, it's tolerated, I think, but you can't go with big bags of garbage.
You can't go to town.
It's a conundrum.
It is a conundrum. It's a paradox even. So here's the question. Do you want to go out the way we came, in through the outdoor, or do you want to go through the arcade? The arcade, full of video games. I think we should come back in through the arcade.
The arcade is where?
It's on the side.
Okay. All right, let's come back for that. We'll do that. We'll do that a little separate.
Okay.
Let's go to the
So you
streets.
can already see.
Folks, don't do it. They're out of season. Strawberry daifuku. The strawberries are most likely from Thailand.
You're gonna get in trouble for disrupting their
care.
operation.
it doesn't make sense. It's a seasonal thing.
So you can already see more people on the road here.
Oh yeah. We go right or?
We can't go left. We want to go left. Let's
okay.
go left. So one of the characteristics of Nakano is that off of the main shopping street, there's all of these finger-like
Tarekatsu.
alleyways.
Bring it.
And they're full of tarekatsu. I'm walking down
Unadon.
one. You have food on the brain today.
Well, I have a sixth sense.
You do.
It's called smell. Wait, that's one of the 5.
You don't want to be smelling too deeply
Look
in the
at that.
alleys
I
of
think
Nakano.
you could get, look at this mega unagi dome.
2,500 yen.
That is cheap. But the thing is, I don't want to.
You can
I
treat
don't want
me
to
to
say
that
this, but
after this.
I think that could be farmed Chinese unagi.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Unagi
it's
are
not-
actually eels are actually kind of not endangered, but they're not being caught in huge numbers anymore.
You definitely want to ask where's the unagi from.
Is that like where's the beef from the
No,
old
because
commercials?
I remember I stopped eating farmed unagi from China because I got an allergic reaction from antibiotics that they dumped into the water.
Oh man.
It was had too much penicillin or something in there.
Have we
'cause
had-
I broke out in a rash. I was like, what the heck? I haven't seen this since the last. Oh,
Have we had my
Maid Cafe?
Yes.
Kudoneko with a C.
Sorry, John, it's closed right now. Have we had my parasite story? Have we talked about this? I got a parasite from eating sashimi.
Are these the stories that 50-year-olds tell each other?
Yes. No, those are like, oh, my knee hurts. Oh, my back
And at
hurts.
the Philippine Lounge. What is that?
Catching a parasite is not 50-year-old
We had a lot of
stuff.
people from the Philippines watching. What is the Philippine Lounge?
It's a pub, man. It's
a pub?
not a sex club, but like a hostess club. It's like a hostess club.
Oh, okay.
These are all hostess clubs. See, girls' cafe. Anytime you see the word pub, it means it's a girls' like hostess club kind of thing.
So these are like plastic models that have been covered and
For
have
the
been
last
sitting here for the last
50
2 decades.
years.
50 decades, yeah. That looks like old school plastic food too.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah, version 1.0.
Made with pure virgin petrochemicals.
They've been doing that since the 1920s, I heard.
Well, yeah, they were using wax back then. So the original fake food was all wax.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I was filming one of the, I think Iwasaki, one of the original people doing the models
Right.
for food.
So we're in a kind of, man, it's hot out here. Today is supposed to be hitting like 34,
It's
35.
not that bad. Actually, that edge of summer is gone. It's hot, but the humidity is not nearly. Well, you're wearing long pants.
Well, because I'm a grown-up, man.
Yeah, I dress like I'm still in junior high school, but I'm comfortable.
This is true.
I like everything has English as well.
Oh, we're about to
It's a
walk past one of my
Sapporo ramen.
favorite restaurants. See this? Do you want to see what this is? One of my favorite restaurants over here on
Okay.
the corner.
What
So,
is it?
this restaurant's theme, I call it this, is that it's kids' food for adults. Check this out. You'll see what I mean.
All right.
It's all like Napolitan spaghetti and like rice and like the sweet hayashi rice.
Is this your comfort food now?
Well, it is comfort food. It's like, but basically, look at this. This place is great. I actually really like this. But it's basically like kids' food for adults. That's really what this is. Even though they wouldn't, except beer. Beer is not for kids, unless you or me. But it's great.
Does look good. Omu kare plus yaki cheese.
Yes.
Grilled cheese on top of the omelet, right? How much is that? That's like everything's like 1,000 yen,
Oh, it's
right?
all under 1,000 yen. It's
Oh
like
my goodness.
900 yen from to spend $10 here, you really have to work.
Yeah, that looks amazing too. Hayashi rice has what is it, like a ketchup
Yes.
curry sauce or something like that?
It's like ketchup. It's like made with ketchup. So one of the other things I like about Nakano is that there's a lot of kind of like, there's a mix between these old school sorts of restaurants and really cutting edge one. And we're about to come up to one up here that's like ramen mixed with French cuisine. It's
weird.
It's like
Hey, did you see
bouillabaisse.
Spider-Man up here? What's going on with
Spider-Man's
this?
up there. What do you? He's around. He's protecting the town.
Oh, I think there was some sort of anime DJ place that Patrick took me to
that
on the
makes
left
sense.
here.
That makes sense. I think it's on the right, actually.
Is it on it? This is I'm talking like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
My friend, do you know Kai Odonoro?
I know some
He's
Kais.
Hawaiian.
I do
He's a
not.
pretty cool
I'd like
guy.
to-
Him and Patrick were the ones who introduced me to.
I can only.
Manga.
Patrick must have been bouncing off the walls in here.
Probably. I thought it was in here.
Are you a fan of Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads? Because they're here, they live in here.
Do
They like to keep a low profile. That's why
Really?
they painted themselves on the shutters. No,
That's pretty
they're not
cool.
in there. But I think this bar really likes.
Well, he was
Ozzy
certainly
Osbourne.
he certainly set some trends. Like, remember as a kid, we were told to stay away from him because he ate a head off of a bat.
Yes, yes, yes.
Remember, all the parents were like, "You better not listen to Ozzy. He ate a bat."
This- look, it's how I feel right now. This is
You
this is
do
literally
not.
how
You
I
have
feel
way
in
too
this
much
heat.
energy. Well, sit next to him and show me.
This is like me in the summer. Me in the summer in Japan. It's like this. Do you know who this guy is? This is Ashita no Joe. This is
Oh, it's an anime
Tomorrow's Joe.
character?
Manga.
A manga.
1960s boxer. He's kind of like Japan's Rocky.
Okay, so he's like Naoya, the Terminator, the heavyweight, the
well, except I think he's super lightweight, but
super lightweight. He looks it, but that's
very-
bigger than me.
So the English version of this manga is just starting to come out now, even though it's like 50 years old.
Interesting.
It's called Tomorrow's Joe.
What are some other things about Nakano that make you like it more than, let's say, Akihabara? Besides the fact that, look, Akihabara has sold out, I feel. Like, it's all new buildings. There's too many tourists here. There seems to be a really, really good balance of...
Nakano is not touristy. There are a lot of tourists here, but the place is not touristy. And that's the big difference between it and Akihabara.
Right.
In my book, anyway. So
which book is that? Pure Invention?
the book, yes, exactly. Pure Invention, How Japan Made the Modern World. While you're mashing that subscribe button,
That's his book, yeah.
also pick up my book. You can check it out. There's a link on my channel. There's a link in my newsletter, pureinventionbook.com. You remembering that? Are you furiously writing that down?
Yeah.
Pureinventionbook.com.
Oh, Naoya Inoue, the monster. That's right. I remember watching him fight. This dude is a killer. So for those that are joining us right now, because we got some more people coming in here, this is Nakano. I came here on the Tozai line, coming out from the underground, from the subway into the JR station. The Tozai line and the Chuo line actually are connected here.
Yes.
So it's a really good gateway to get...
Subway to upway. What do you call it? Subway to trainway?
I don't know.
Subway to not subway?
outside. And it's Nakano, if you don't know, is just west of Shinjuku. So it's one of the 23 wards of Tokyo.
Yes.
It's the most densely populated with some history going back to all the way
40s.
to Ota Dokan. Remember in the 15th century, I think some samurai battles were fought here. But
Well, and then during the war, there was a school for spies. They would train
Really?
spies here.
now that's
So,
interesting.
Yes, that was that's during World War II.
Famous for Nakano Broadway now.
Famous for Nakano Broadway.
Are they
now.
waiting for ramen?
Yes, they are. And so, like, the thing I love about Nakano is the side streets have side streets. It's like capillaries, like kind of stretching out through your body. And the deeper you go on the side streets, the deeper cuts you find. There's a place around here that only open at night. That's a bar that only serves vintage liquor.
Really?
They buy like 60-year-old bottles of gin and whiskey, and the whole place looks like it's all vintage liquor.
That's pretty
And
cool.
so when you get like a martini, it's made with gin from like 1970. So places like that, this is what Nakano is all about.
I'm doing fine. Naoto Kai writes in here, how are you? I'm doing fine. I was reading the chat. I see the weather looks pretty good here.
It is hot. By the way, but hello. I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
If, God forbid, this place ever comes down, I want to get this sign. Look at this.
Oh, that's massive.
Look at this sign. Look at this. I want this.
The Broadway?
On Broadway. It's like the old song.
You a musical fan?
I am a musical fan. Wasn't that George Benson who sang that song on Broadway? It was a big hit in the 80s. Anyway, Broadway.
Oh, here's the entrance to
That's
the Seiyu.
another entrance.
Okay, so I know where we are now. Do we want to keep going in this direction? Or
Well, there's not much more to see here. I think we should probably. What time is it?
Where's that American-run bakery?
Oh, that's way, way up there. It's called the Soul Food Market or something?
Yes, I'm dying to go there. I always wanted to talk with the owner there.
we should
he
find
also
out if
makes a
he's
good
open.
Thanksgiving meal, I heard.
Yes, and he makes great carrot cake and other cakes.
Oh,
Yes.
gosh.
But check this out. So look at this. This is French-style ramen.
This is why you took me here, your stomach.
Look at this. It's like bouillabaisse. It's like, onion. It's like, look at this. Look at this. It's great. It's so unbelievably rich. It's rich.
They had
really rich.
another branch of this in where?
France?
No. That place near Idabashi, the street Kagurazaka.
Oh, Kagurazaka, that makes sense. That's like
they had
France.
a branch of this there as well, and it was somewhat overrated.
This place is great. It is so rich.
Dave writes in here, hey John, Ellis and I were just talking about adding Nakano Broadway to our trip.
Yay!
You definitely should. It's been a fun tour so far. Gotta see Joe.
He's there. We have half an hour till things open, but let's go into the arcade, shall we? Because this
here? I don't think we're allowed to film, but we can.
Say that?
I don't want to take a chance.
Well, you know what we could do? We could walk through it. We could
walk through it quickly, and I'll be discreet.
Be discreet.
I don't want to bother anybody.
Don't look. We'll try to be less flamboyant than we usually are. Yeah, keep it down at your waist.
You're the one with the flamboyant shoes,
Dude.
Bro. Talk for your Donkey Kong shirt, really?
You can't wear a Donkey Kong shirt in Nakano.
Is that what flamboyancy is in the 21st
I think
century?
I actually fit in Nakano dress like this. You're the one sticks out, man. Here. After you.
Okay.
Just we'll carefully do this.
All right, we're just going.
If they catch us, they're going to rip your head off with a UFO catcher claw. Would you like to spend way more money than it would cost just to buy some cup of noodles to win some cup of noodles?
That's weird that they have potato chip bags and stuff, but it's like what people want in their everyday lives, I suppose. So, you know, they used to put like games on the first floor, but now it's all like UFO catchers.
Well, but think about that. Think about why. The reason being that you have a game in your home, but most people don't have UFO catchers in their homes.
I guess so, or they're somewhat addictive, and there's a bunch of addicts. But I get no pleasure from UFO catchers. I went to an academy and how to cheat and how to get them. But
oh, did you do that too? We filmed that for Japanology Plus.
In Saitama, yeah. I took Bob Worley. Do you know Bob?
I do not, but
and my friend Alan Welch. The three of us went out there.
I like anybody who
all failed
and passes
miserably.
Passes the UFO.
So is this
say it right?
We got to get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We can go back through there if you want.
Yeah.
We can go this way back onto the main drive. I need to cool down, man. I'm overheating.
All right. All right, we saw Murder Hornet Soda. So that was, I don't know if the signal was any good, but. They do have some games over there.
They do. Big kind of cabinet style games.
My favorite was House of the Dead.
Yes.
The original one back in 1998. I played it with all my 100-yen coins and was able to get quite far.
John, come on, man. We can play this. No?
Those are the original. And back then,
the drumming game, they go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
The signal's not too good. They never had those kind of games in the U.S. at the arcades.
No.
Just Japan had done it, and we're talking like back in the 1990s when I got here. It was like next level video games I'd never seen before. Big screen TVs and stuff. 100 yen, and that was a lot of money back then.
Yeah,
you would dump
100 yen, because at one point it was like 98 yen to the dollar or something. So
right.
like, that's like paying 4 times the amount that I would have normally paid for a video game.
That's ridiculously high.
They were always 100 yen here too. Actually, this is a funny story. When Space Invaders first came out in Japan, so many people were playing it in 1978, 79. They had a shortage of 100 yen coins.
That's a good looking faux shop there. People have been asking me about that. You're going to get all sorts of international cuisine here as well.
Yes.
Because a lot of immigrants have settled in Nakano. And
we met one just before we started.
Yeah, from Bangladesh, right?
Yes.
Al
from Bangladesh.
Well, I think he's more Japanese now. He seemed really. Yes. He looks like he's been here for a while.
I'm trying to walk in the shade. It is just pounding,
it's really
pummeling out here.
Yeah.
So is the idea that we are killing time until Nakano opens?
No, we're just kind of walking back to the station to
get some yaki.
Yeah, put it in. I'm pretty sure that the anime DJ episode I filmed was down here.
That could be.
But
I believe you.
Again, like I also believe that things go out of business real quick.
Yes.
Is this Jiro? No.
No. It's called. I don't know how you pronounce it. Pig Mountain.
Yeah, I saw that. Butayama.
Butasan. Tongsan.
I was like, wait.
Is it probably Butayama? Yeah.
I didn't think that was the actual name. All you can drink for 821 yen on sale.
I think there's some.
What do they take, like kegs that are stale and they serve you that beer?
I think there's some kind of extra charges in there. We're about to walk past my favorite pizza place in Nakano.
Oh wow.
Tototo. Not to be confused with Totoro.
Okay. I'm not gonna confuse it then.
I shouldn't even tell anybody. I want to keep this place to myself. See, Tototo.
It looks new.
It's like a fusion pizza place. So
All right, don't come here, everybody. Matt did not just introduce Tototo.
It's good.
That's a pizza place?
It's great. It's like fusion.
It's okay. That's why it's like one of these artsy-fartsy places.
It's great though. It's not too expensive. It's like I really like it. You can get like unagi or
actually, yeah, the menu's
pizza.
is pretty affordable here.
No, totally. We're gonna come back here and eat. But they have things like iwashi, like sardine and sardine pizza. The pulled pork one is great.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
We can come back here. The teriyaki corn.
What's Rolf mean?
Rolf? Where did you see that?
Rolf Bach-X. He just joined as an insider. Thank you.
I don't know, but hello.
Trying to decipher your.
Why don't we walk up a side street here? We can walk in the shade a little bit.
I used to buy used camera equipment like tripods as well at one of the shops. That's the other one over there.
That's a couple further
Again,
down.
a good place for used stuff, right?
So we're already seeing people line up for ramen?
Lining up for ramen. This tonkatsu looks amazing.
We can come back here for lunch too. Now I'm getting hungry. We should eat lunch.
Yeah, I'm just supposed to be fasting until noon.
Are you really? Oh, are you on like an interval? What's that called?
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting?
So I last ate at 6:30
p.m.
Yeah.
You're a better man than I am, Charlie
I actually
Brown.
feel more energy when I don't feel hungry, but I feel clean and limber and free when I don't have food. So I've been skipping breakfast for a long time now.
Oh, wow, okay.
Just black coffee.
I can't coffee? What are you, from Long Island?
No, it's just a habit.
Coffee.
It's a bad habit.
It's not a bad habit. It's cute.
Coffee.
Coffee.
So was that with that SNL live skit with Mike Myers, wasn't it?
Is that
Coffee Talk with
yes.
I forget, was it Mike Myers or?
Probably.
He's great.
God, it's been so long since I watched Saturday Night Live.
I miss the old Saturday Night Live way better than the new stuff.
Just like you, I've been living here for like 20 plus years, so it's like we miss out on American pop culture like that. Although we have the internet now, so.
Yeah.
So we're back on the main street here. So this is called Tanuki Koji, which is Tanuki Alley. Tanuki, you know, like
raccoon.
What's
a tanuki?
A tanuki is a raccoon is part of the bear family. A tanuki is part of the canine family. It's an animal that's indigenous to East Asia and Japan.
Right.
They're actually seen as tricksters here in Japanese folklore. In Super Mario, he had a tanuki suit in Super Mario 3. They like transform. They do all sorts of stuff.
This is Matt Alt, if you're just joining us right now. He is about, how many subscribers away? Like 100 subscribers away.
Yeah, let's just see.
Getting 1,000 subscribers. He's an author and a reporter for NHK. Well, we used to be reporters for NHK World, but now he's a YouTuber. So just started the channel.
Subscribe, please.
There you go.
Alt Matt Alt.
Is that like a James Bond thing? That's how you remember it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, let's see.
So
let's see if we can get him at closer to 1,000
let's do it.
today.
Now that I didn't want to be pulling out my phone during a stream.
Well, what kind of content are you making, basically?
So I'm doing a lot of stuff that's at the intersection of pop culture, politics, anthropology. So like, I love covering stuff that comes up in the news that's a Japan angle and giving you a deeper cut on it. I love toys. I talk a lot about Japanese toys and movies and anime and manga. It's just the cool place to be if you want a deep dive on Japanese pop culture. Kind of like my book, Pure Invention, How Japan Made the Modern World. Available at bookstores everywhere.
JW, thank you so much. You know, it was just funny. We were right before we started the stream. You were talking with the inventor. Can I say that?
You can, yeah. No, I was.
You were on the telephone. So Matt's pretty well connected here as well. He's talking with the inventor of the Walkman.
Yes,
on the telephone.
He's been fixing
in
all
Japanese.
Of this. So Mr. Osone is a guy who was one of the lead engineers on making the Walkman at Sony back in the 1970s. And I interviewed him for my book, Pure Invention, and we became friends, and we're still in touch. I'm actually in touch with most of the people who I covered on Pure Invention, we were in touch with the guy who invented karaoke for a long time until he passed away, for instance. Lots of people.
These cakes look great. Look at that fun one.
Oh man, how can you cut into the brain of that bear and eat it?
I can do it if I'm hungry enough. But the membran is really good.
Yeah, I
There's
love
two
those
kinds.
membran.
Oh, it's a sweet potato membran.
Oh, yes.
Jason still has his Walkman.
That's cool, man. Keep it, keep it. That's literally a piece of history. I had to buy one for my book. I don't have mine anymore.
You notice they definitely put the Ajitama just for the impact. Without it, it just looks like a boring bowl of noodles.
Yes.
With it, it's something special, and it certainly tastes it. Look, they got the credit cards, the touch credit cards on the vending machines now.
Can I just say, I'm not really into ramen places that have like any kind of technology attached to them. I want it to be a grumpy old guy behind the counter. Are you buying?
I just touched it. Now run away.
Run. Is this like a doorbell dash? What did you call that?
No. Oh, he's pouring a beer. Who's drinking a beer at 11 a.m.?
It's Japan,
I want to be that guy's
baby.
friend.
It's Japan, baby. I actually took a walk at like 6 this morning, and there were a bunch of people drinking beer in the park. I think they'd just gotten off some night shift or something.
Wow.
Or maybe they're just alcoholics. Wait, my favorite shoes. You're always making fun of my orange shoes.
I didn't make fun. I just said they're vibrant.
I'm gonna switch to these just to impress you. Look at that. Actually, those are orange ones. Except,
are they Caillou?
Like you, those are Ebbies. Like you, I don't think we can find any shoes of our size.
The tatami slippers are really good. The tatami sandals. I've had a couple pairs of those.
Would you like some Japanese whiskey?
Okay. Oh, you're telling me this is a good place to get niche stuff. They stopped making that Suntory whiskey, didn't they?
Yeah, it's like a big problem. They oversold
so popular.
it. Well, they oversold it in the aughts and like in the teens of 2010s, and so now there's not enough to go around.
So we're making our way back to the station right now. We've done a pretty good circle. Oh, look at these
baby clothes
with the curry rice. Oh, there's a Shinkansen. I can't believe that they're ending the Dr. Yellow. I guess it's just not necessary anymore.
I would totally rock that shirt if I could get it in my size.
Man, Dr. Yellow. You can get anything on Amazon, actually.
Is Dr. Yellow like a training
It's the one that checks the integrity of the tracks and usually goes back and forth once a week to check and see if the rails have warped in the heat.
Oh, the physical, not the moral integrity of the track.
No, not that kind of integrity, no. But the inside is a lot of analytical computer stuff. There's one dude who's sitting in there and analyzing everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been working on trying to get access into it, but it's
that must be tough.
JR Central.
Tough.
JR Hokkaido and Kyushu and Shikoku, they're a lot more laid back. JR Central is tough. JR East is even easier.
Why don't we go down this side street, because there's a lot of used camera places on it. So we're right near the opening of Nakano Broadway, and this little alleyway is really well known. By the way, this food is great too. This like preserved.
Oh yeah.
These are all preserved things. So these are like preserved squid, preserved little fishes, preserved maguro.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
This kind of preserved food was much more common.
It's
back
healthy too.
Well, it was common back before refrigeration.
Sakura dembu.
I think this is, you sprinkle that on bentos and stuff. It's probably sakura
just for the
ebi.
color. A little bit of flavoring.
Probably shrimp flavored.
Yeah. They've really modernized it. You can see there's like alleys within alleys here.
Yes, it's fractal. It's fractal.
Oh, this is where my used camera store is.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why I brought you here.
Did you?
I brought you here.
I haven't been here in 15 years, I think.
And here's 7-Eleven, soon to be Canadian.
Okay. Yeah, these smoothies are really good. I had a couple of them this summer. Usually I don't buy the sugar stuff, but these are pretty good. You got to get them in the freezer in the back, and they have a special machine that mushes them up right there.
Wait, are you saying it's like a Japanese slushie?
It's like they don't have Slurpee. They don't have Slurpees here,
no.
but it would be like a healthy Slurpee, I guess.
They also don't have Slim Jims.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Exactly. You got to be. Was that Randy Savage?
Yeah, he's the best.
This is an interesting thing here. This is called Nakano Brick. Do you see this? This used to be a Suntory bar. Suntory would run bars, and this is one of the last remaining ones. This has been here since the 1960s. And if you want like a highball, which is whiskey and soda, this is a great place to get it.
This looks like it comes right out of Germany when, in World War II they were allies, right? So a lot of the beer, and there's a lot of German influence in some of the Western cuisine, and even a lot of the words came from German and they're in katakana. I'm like, that's not English.
Like
Arbeito. German, yeah. Arbeito means part-time job.
And actually, I think a lot of doctors.
It's funny that they have lockers outside like this all over the place.
And some of them are actually being used.
Yeah.
Oh, here, this is funny. I want to show you this. This is, I always laugh when I go past this. It's the adult It's the adult entertainment establishment that took its name and its font from a certain popular American sitcom.
Are you kidding me? Can they do that?
It did? Is that legal? They'll be there for you.
Apparently they'll be there for anybody who pays.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
One of the fun things, and I love like the little details in Nakano are great. Like little things like this, people put like little manga inspired stuff.
It is pretty cool. Walking around the streets and looking at the facades. It's the stuff that's not obvious, I think. So.
Yeah, you really need to look up. You need to look up and
right
around.
there. You got to be looking up and around all the time at your environments. Use your nose. In Japan, you have to use your nose.
Or don't, because it can sometimes get a little stinky.
In the summer, maybe,
here.
yeah. I smell just fine.
Why don't we curve off to the left here?
I was gonna end it, but.
Okay, yeah, please, because I'm about to
You're
melt.
a little bit hot. I'm a little hungry here.
Yeah, I'm about to melt. We have to figure out.
More lockers down there. It's
Are
weird.
we gonna have the kids' food for adults? Are we gonna have the fusion pizza? Are we gonna have ramen?
I'm not sure. I usually just eat meat. Something my gut can
Sink your
process
teeth
real
into?
fast.
There
yeah.
are meat places around here, that's for sure.
I don't know, I've been cutting down on the carbs. Anything with sugar.
I see.
Somebody said, you know, if you wanna stay healthy and avoid like a cancer and all this other stuff, don't eat any glucose. I said any.
That's rough.
How about just really try to cut down?
I honestly think it would be easier to quit heroin than sugar.
Sugar's really bad.
It is.
It's really hard.
Oh,
but
I can't
it takes,
quit.
The thing is though, I like those old disposable cameras. It takes 72 hours to really kick it. If you can stay away from all sugar.
It's like caffeine that way, right?
Yeah, but caffeine, I think you have a withdrawal. Sugar, it's more like mental. I don't know what it is. It's got hooked in your brain. After 72 hours, and in particular, if you can get through a full week, you don't even crave it, or you see it, and it's not like anything different than another food.
So you've done this? I haven't done this.
Yeah, I weaned off of sugar last year.
Oh wow.
From March to about almost all of last year.
Yeah.
And then I went to the US and I messed it up again.
Look, it's the all capsule toy store, Gachapon.
It's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
If
you like a bunch of trinkets you're going to display once and then throw away, it's a really great place to go.
That's a problem in our house. I just got one from the Tokyo Metro. They had all the glow signs. You could push a button and a light would come on.
Yeah.
Takoyaki, cha-cha-cha. They often have some weird flavors. My advice, just go for the full-on normal takoyaki, or if you see it with cheese, that usually works out pretty good.
Takoyaki with cheese, wow. Is that like a Royale with cheese from Pure?
I don't know what it is,
Pure Invention, Pulp Fiction.
I heard Rakuten Mobile wasn't doing too good.
I actually have no idea.
They're pretty cheap and they're disruptors, so I hope they don't go out of business.
I'm blissfully unaware of these things. I buy a phone like once every 5 years and forget about it in between.
Yeah.
For me, buying a new phone is like doing my taxes. It's just like something I only do under duress.
And here we are back at the station, and I noticed that they've done a ton of changes.
Yeah.
Just even this roof above us is new, right?
Oh yeah, they've been doing a lot of construction work. I think they're rebuilding the station building. Because this station is pretty old.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of reforming it.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. This came in the 1951, I believe.
Oh, is that what was
the
built?
Tozai line in '63, right before the Olympics.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I think it was that square building was '73, something around there.
And then 2023, you get these big buildings.
And now it's just
they're building all of these giant buildings.
Yeah, it's starting to look more like Shinjuku at the neighboring ward.
Hey man,
the neighboring
I was
city.
into Nakano before. It was cool.
Ellis, I see that you're here. Enjoy a drink on us. Matt's shirt is awesome. All right, this is for you, Ellis. Full-on Matt shirt.
Jumpman, not Mario. Jumpman.
All nipple.
Look at this.
Where is Mario?
Mario.
Is it like a fine? How come Waldo here is called Wally?
He's not Mario. He's Jumpman in Donkey Kong. He didn't become Mario in the Mario Brothers.
That's good information. But why is where's Waldo?
Warudo? I guess Waru. Because
my son said it's not Waldo. It's Wally.
No. You know why? Because Waru. If you type that in Japanese, it's Warudo, and Waru sounds like bad guy. Waru. Waru mono. So I think that's my guess.
That's
so
interesting
Wally,
way to put it. It was funny, like, no, dude. I tell him my son, it's where's Waldo?
No,
He's like, no, Wally.
No,
I said,
Dad. No, Dad.
Having an argument. I lost. Because it is Wally in Japan. It says in katakana. I'm like, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yes,
well,
it
thank
is.
you, Ellis and David as well. We're going to go and put that to some good use. But I think Nakano is one of the places that everybody should come to visit. In particular, if you're going to Akihabara for the manga anime, I think you're making sort of a mistake. These days, a lot has gone out of business there, and it's the businesses that came in and replaced it are really touristy.
It is, and also it's
That's
about
the
age.
problem.
It's about age. If you are over about 40 years old, you'll probably find more stuff you like here, like Sailor Moon, Cowboy Bebop,
That's right.
Dragon Ball, that kind of stuff that's more of the classical. Well, it's not classical to me. It's that's actually fairly new to me. But what you might consider classical anime, more of that stuff's
But
here.
I don't get it because it's cheaper here. It's way cheaper than Akihabara.
Yes.
Probably not just the stay, but the food.
Yes.
Just the street food on the side is at least 30% cheaper.
It's not as touristy.
It's just 5 minutes from Shinjuku.
Wait, are we contributing to the downfall? Are we contributing to the downfall?
Don't come to Nakano. Is that what you're saying?
Stay away.
This is Matt's hood.
Stay away.
Stay away.
This is my favorite place.
That's
Stay away.
the international symbol for come. All right.
Do you know these people go like this when they fight? Because I remember I used to be, if you try doing this, like Japanese people won't come, you have to go like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
All right. This is right. That fingers up.
But I'm trying to say no, stay away, because it's my favorite place.
Internationally, it's so interesting. I remember going to Bulgaria, and in Bulgaria, this means no and this means yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's confusing.
It isn't it?
That's very confusing.
All the guidebooks say be careful because if you go like this means yes and this means no.
Wow, that is
only
very,
in Bulgaria.
That is very
Love
careful.
Bulgaria, by the way. It was one of these countries that's kind of under the radar.
I love their yogurt.
Bulgaria. Okay, that's one thing, but the people like for me in Bulgaria, I really like the people.
I'm gonna go. I'd love to go. Actually, wasn't there a Bulgarian?
Romania and Bulgaria.
There was a
are some great
Bulgarian
places,
sumo
yeah.
wrestler, wasn't there?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a while. Pretty good food too. I think it's underrated.
Absolutely, I'm
and
sure.
And the wineries in Romania were actually pretty good.
Look at you and food. You're
yeah,
obsessed.
I went to Romania when it was not cool. I don't know if it's cool now, but it was
It's
in
always
1997.
Romania's
And
always
there wasn't
cool.
a lot of. They just opened up visas to Americans.
Oh wow!
After
was
the
it
wall came
Iron
down
Curtain?
and stuff.
Iron Curtain.
Yeah. And only Americans can go in there because George Bush gave a speech or something, and then they said, okay. So
wow.
I remember taking the train from Budapest on a Eurail pass going into Romania. Everybody got off at the border in Hungary, and I'm the only one on the train.
That must have been
I get to
scary.
Romania, people with AK-47s got on.
Yes.
And first the guy walked past me, he was shocked to see anybody on the train.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? Then he said, passport. And I gave him the passport. He goes, oh, American. And he's got a really big smile.
Yeah.
So he took it,
What are
got
you
it
doing
stamped,
here?
and got it back on. And then I got the next station full with everybody from Romania because the borders were still pretty harsh back then.
Right.
It was really, really funny, and I loved it. Dirt road in the main town of Cluj-Napoca from the station. Like, wow, this is authentic.
I'm really impressed you managed to
Loved
link.
it.
I'm impressed you managed to link Nakano to Bulgaria and Romania. Way to go.
Absolutely. But both of them are very authentic places. And
Yes. I see what you're saying.
yeah,
That is-
it's pretty cool here.
Okay, I'm melting. Let's go get lunch.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If I have a favor for you to ask here, go over to Matt's page here, Matt Alt,
Thank you.
on YouTube.
Thank
He's
you.
an author. He is a talent.
He is an influencer. He loves
he's new to
Japan.
YouTube, that's why I'm asking. But the
Yes.
stuff that he does is pretty good, and he's got a lot of insight that you won't get on this channel because I'm not into anime manga that much.
I go little deep dives. Yeah.
You go pretty deep into it.
So, please stop by. Thank you.
And you'll be one of the
Thank
first
you.
1,000. Which
Yes,
is,
for the first 1,000 viewers.
I know you're going to get to 100,000, but it's
Eventually. With your help.
No,
and just
it's all
remember,
you.
John, you're the one who tricked me into becoming a YouTuber. I was just a writer.
I had to trick you.
You tricked me. You're like a tanuki.
Wow.
You're like a tanuki.
I'll take the credit for the. It's my fault. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below. Join the Postcard Club on Patreon.com. I've got this month the world's largest fireworks shell from Katakai.
Oh, wow.
Going to be on there. I had square watermelons last month, so there's some cool postcards coming out real soon. And I'll see you in the next episode. Matane.
Matane.
That's my line.
Matane.